In this video, we are going to be doing some analysis on Carvana. So to get straight into it, we have already plotted 4 lines. So what are these 4 lines? So these 2 blue lines, so the 920 to the 1090, these are what the options are pricing in for today's move. So really, and you can kind of see when we're hitting that top level, we're pulling back. When we're hitting that lower level, we're starting to push to the upside. So what these options basically say is, or these levels say, is that's where the options pricing in. Like, they don't expect really to move outside of that range. So really we would expect to close within that range, and that's why potentially we could look to play reversals when we first hit into these levels. Now obviously these levels are only valid for today, so obviously the Friday that it's uploaded on. So we have plotted these red lines, but these are the options pricing into next Friday. So the $8 support, we have a $12.10 resistance. So again, if you're potentially looking into it next week, or we do end up getting a really parabolic move today, then again, potentially looking to play the reversals into these levels because it's not really priced a move going further. So those are the first levels I'll be paying attention to. What we can do is quickly delete these today levels, just because the majority of people will probably be looking for those longer term levels, but again, they were still there if you're paying attention to only today. So then what we do to find our next set of levels is go onto the standard deviation channel charts. On the left, we have a 6-month. On the right, we have a 1-year chart. So what I'd really be paying attention to, and you kind of see we hit it today, is our first deviation resistance on the 6-month chart was $11.23. We hit that, started to pull back. Again, very close to those option premiums as well. And then if we did end up breaking that, we do have one more resistance at around $14.20. Quickly then to the support side, probably not something I'd be looking at all to the support side, just because apart from our option price low, we have our gap fill level at around 725, but really from a deviation perspective, we only got 170 and 80 cents. So obviously both very far off, probably not going to hit those anytime soon. So the main way I'd be looking at this is potentially using these as ranges. So again, if we hit these today, cool, I'll still look to trade them. But again, we can play these levels coming into next week. Around that 1120 resistance, around 1210 resistance zone. If we break into this at any point, potentially looking to play that as a reversal. And again, the same thing. If we can end up breaking down to around $8 to $7.25, using that more as a range. On this case, I am paying more attention to that $8 support because that's the option priced. The 725 isn't a deviation level, but it is the gap fill level. So it will be significant, but just not as significant as the normal deviation levels. So that is our breakdown on Carvana. Let me know if you're trading it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out this video here.